We gotta talk about this. There is one camera announcement that everybody is seriously talking about right now. It's the Nikon ZR, and it isn't just another mirrorless, this one carries RED inside it. This is the moment we saw coming. Nikon merging its Z-mount heritage with RED's digital cinema DNA. The ZR is here, and it wants to be your go-to video machine, not just another hybrid in the market. By the way, if you love camera and gear talk like this, don't forget to hit the sub button and throw me a thumbs up below. It helps content like this reach more filmmakers just like you. Before I jump in on this whole camera overview sack of goodness, I want to say this video is brought to you by the DaVinci System V2, now upgraded to V2.5. It's the 5-star editing system creators are using to save hours every single week. You get preset timelines for every social platform, organized project bins, and built-in mini effects that help your content finally feel consistent. It's like your own personalized mini editing machine. Hundreds of creators are already using it, and the link's down below if you're ready to start editing smarter, not harder. Let's get right to it. What is the ZR? So here's what we're actually getting with this thing. It's built around a 24.5 megapixel full frame sensor, a partially stacked CMOS design that's basically the same foundation Nikon used in the Z6III, or Z6III, as some people like to say. I say Z. On the video side, you're looking at internal 6K RAW up to 60 frames a second using Nikon's brand new RED NE codec. Drop it down to 4K and you can push 120 frames per second or go to 1080p for 240 frames slow motion. Now that 6K is full frame at 59p, so you're getting really smooth cinematic capture, while the higher frame rate 4K pulls from a DX crop to keep the sharpness intact. Now because RED is baked in, you've got RED color science. You've got their exposure standards, log 3G10, RED wide gamut RGB, I mean, the works here. This means that your footage can slot right into RED workflows. Nikon also gave it dual base ISOs at 800 and 6400, so it can hold its own in both controlled lighting and low light setups. And you're getting over 15 stops of dynamic range too, which is gonna give you a lot more breathing room in shadows and highlights, especially in those high contrast scenarios like putting your subject in front of a window or being outside on a bright sunny day. Stabilization is handled with in-body IBIS rated at about 7.5 stops of compensation. Pair that with a compact build and you can get away with handheld shooting in situations that would normally require a gimbal of some kind. Audio also got a serious upgrade too. We're looking at 32-bit float recording, whether you're using the internal mic or an external. Plus, Nikon partnered with Nokia's Ozio Tech, so you get 5 different pickup patterns, which means you can adapt to the environment without hauling extra gear. Each stat on this thing just keeps blowing me away more and more. Now, physically speaking, it's got a bright 4-inch articulating touchscreen at about 1,000 nits. It's fully weather sealed, weighs around 540 grams, and measures 134 by 80.5 by 49 millimeters. This thing's pretty small, and that short 16 millimeter flange distance gives you flexibility for Nikon Z lenses and plenty of adapters from other systems. So this sucker is really versatile overall. For media, you've got CF Express Type B slot and a UHS 2 micro SD slot. It's compact, but it doesn't feel stripped down. It's got a lot going on for it here. So why did Nikon make this, and why right now? We all knew this was coming the moment Nikon bought RED back in 2024. This camera is the payoff. Filmmakers have been asking for internal RAW video that's actually flexible in post-production, and RED has honestly been the standard there for years. By building their new RED NE codec directly into the ZR, Nikon is giving shooters that capability without forcing them into a full RED Cine rig, which is gonna set somebody back a lot. The market's also been screaming for cinema-style tools and smaller and lighter camera bodies. The ZR positions itself right in the middle. It's a professional video machine in a form factor that you can carry, rig up, or even run hybrid on without breaking your back or your bank. Canon, Sony, Blackmagic, they've all practically been eating Nikon's lunch when it comes to video space. And this is Nikon standing up and finally saying, okay guys, we're serious now. And they've got the RED tech to back it up. Why is RED technology integration a big deal? This is totally the headline feature. Nikon didn't just slap RED branding on the ZR, they built RED NE into the camera itself. That gives you the ability to adjust the ISO, the white balance, and other parameters in post-production. The same reasons filmmakers have been paying big money for RED systems for years and years. You also get RED's color science, you get their exposure standards, you get log 3G10, RED wide gamut RGB, all the things that make RED footage so respected. If you're already shooting on RED, the ZR makes it easier to match. If you're not, it gives you an entry point into that world without spending 30 grand. And that's gonna change the perception of Nikon across the entire industry. Let's talk about competitors and where the ZR lands. So naturally, everybody's gonna stack this up against the competition. Compared to Sony's FX3 or FX30, Nikon is bringing higher resolution RAW, RED style workflows, and stronger audio options. Now against Canon's brand new C50, Nikon doesn't have the same open gate feature or 7K, but if you care about RED workflows and that color matching and RAW flexibility, the ZR is massively compelling. And of course, you've got RED's own cameras. I'm talking about the V Raptor and the Komodo. Those are way more expensive. They're more specialized and more rig intensive. The ZR isn't trying to replace them, but as a B cam or as a solo shooter's A camera, it makes a ton of sense. Okay, how much is this thing gonna cost you, and what is the real value assessment here? Now you might be curious how many bucks this is gonna set you back. And I was surprised to find out myself. The price is set at $21.99 for the body. What? Shipping for the ZR is said to be late October 2025, so literally right around the corner. Now, it's not all upside. You don't get a ton of built-in accessories. It's body only, so expect to rig it if you need more. Battery life could, of course, take a hit if you're pushing 6K RAW all day. Time is gonna tell on that one. Media isn't cheap, and you'll need good glass to really see what this sensor can do. This isn't something that you wanna slap a cheap kit lens in front of. Do it justice, use some real glass. Now that said, Nikon handled heat dissipation well. It doesn't even need a fan, and they're claiming it can handle up to 125 minutes of straight 6K recording under the right conditions. Under the right conditions. So if you're somebody who values cinematic image quality and you want RED workflows in a body that's actually affordable, this is straight up killer value. Okay, who is this camera for exactly? If you do work where color matching and cinematic tone matter, like commercials, documentaries, or narrative projects, the ZR 100% fits. And if you're willing to invest in things like good lenses, media, and maybe even a rig, it's gonna reward you on the back end for sure. I'd say it's probably less ideal if you're only cranking out quick reels, or you just need something ultra light and simple. And of course, if your budget doesn't leave room for proper glass or storage, then it might be a stretch. I'm gonna wrap it up here. The Nikon ZR is a serious move from Nikon, and it's exactly what we knew was coming after they picked up RED. It bridges the gap, cinema level video features and RED workflows in a body and price that don't feel out of reach. It's not trying to replace the V Raptor, but it redefines what entry cinema really looks like. But let me know in the comments what you think of the new Nikon ZR and how you think it stacks up against others in the field, like the Canon C50 and the Sony FX3. And once again, if you like camera and gear talk just like this, be sure to hit that sub button and maybe even throw me a like below. All right, catch you in the next one.